stratagems, mail order brides, the commie cure, orbital lawnmowers, whatever you call the Dance Dance Demolition, it's the over-the-shoulder boulder holder to the great big bosoms of managed democracy. But with great power comes a whole lot of shit. So for the sake of Super Earth and the terms of my WitPro Super Settlement for selling super state secrets, I've assumed the duty of ranking all these stratagems on my official lawnmower tier list. Before we start, remember, this is a managed democracy. If you disagree with any of these rankings, I will sick the super ATF on your ass. I am right, you are wrong. Wrong answer. That's you. Right, wrong, right, wrong, right, wrong. All right, let's get into it. Starting off, the supply drop. This is the most underrated stratagem of all time that does not get any respect. I mean, the fact that it can stuff a tank's blowhole like that and take out a Space Navy SEAL, love it or hate it, you gotta acknowledge greatness. D tier, acknowledged. Next up, the nuke. Now, Kim Possible always threatens to use these, but I got good news, gents. This shit couldn't blow up a Walmart. Hell, it couldn't even level the in-house ophthalmologist. D tier. You know your nuke is weak when the target can waddle out of range of that bitch. I'm starting to think MAD actually stood for mutually assured disappointment, or as I call them, Genshin Impact players. Oh, we have fun. We have fun. And that leads us to the next one. Orbital backshots. This is the best way to take out any Hulk or any arty planet. Hell, sometimes I even backshot my buddies. Just be careful of what you backshot, because remember, when every hole's a goal, any pit could land you in deep shit. B tier. Autocannon sentry. I can't even say anything mean here, man. They're just struggling. I just witnessed one of them slowly turn their barrel into my impact grenade and self-destruct. Just goes to show that not even the autocannons like autocannons. F tier stratagem. And while we're in the neighborhood, anybody that recommended I use the handheld version of this bullshit, you're getting sent straight to Super Guantanamo Bay. If my special weapon isn't forcing me to edge death every time I pull it out, then I don't want it. And that leads us to the next one. Is the fog, rain, and dark not blinding you enough? Well then, boy, do I have a product that's gonna change your life. Eagle Vape Cloud. Just throw down that vape cloud and watch as the enemies continue to riddle you with lasers. Fuck your teammates' ability to see. S tier, as in super inconvenience to everyone I know. Grenade launcher. I've never used one of these. I've only been team killed by one of these. I don't even want to look for the clip. A tier. Keep living your life, super pimps. I'm not gonna stop you. Next up, the SSD stratagem. I know what you're thinking. Flick, that isn't even a real stratagem. Does it even do any damage? No. But look at this enhanced moveset. Look at the super soldier's super wide stance and dive stance that it unlocks. You can't tell me that this isn't worthy of ranking. I'm glad that we agree. The Eagle Airstrike. Eagle Airstrikes are like HE barrages if they had a BBC. And of course, by that I mean a blade brake clutch. A feature on mowers that lets you shut off the blades while keeping the motor running. Or in our case, you can do one strafe, then stop, and keep the other two on standby for when you need a workplace accident to occur. And you know what? Fuck it. That almost made sense. We'll leave it at that. There's nothing quite like post-team kill clarity. BBC tier. Girthy liberation radius too. Recoilless rocket launchers. I don't care that the spaceship falling on the big enemies doesn't kill them. I care about the blatant blipping followed by the spaceships running to their mark. They're bad crisis space Hueys. I will never rank this propaganda. B tier, they're very fun to use. HE barrages. The 380 HE barrage is like forcing an entire suburb to play Russian roulette. About 20% of the time, it's gonna hit what you called it into hit, and as for the other 80%, you'll get to see how good it is at mowing lawns. Unreliably highly effective some of the time. A tier, as in a whole lot of random shit getting blown up. Eagle napalm. This shit's awful. C tier, can burn the hell out of some land though. Also, I just watched Oppenheimer. We're bumping the nuke up to A tier. Walking barrage. The walking barrage is like the HE barrage, except for the attack pattern actually makes fucking sense. It moves forward and goes left, right, left, right. You know how to fucking walk. I don't have to explain it to you. Very big explosions, very effective, much more reliable than the HE barrage. A tier, we love the walking barrage. The mech suit. What a piece of machinery. I've never been more alive. This is like Pacific Rim if all the mechs were midgets. Here. Round of applause for the mech suit. Now I just need Joel to add in Doomba. The shield generator. No jokes. Once again, we're playing it straight here. Great stratagem. You can use it as a screen to block bullets as you run to the extract. You can use it just to catch your breath. You can use it to lure your teammates into a false sense of security because everyone thinks nothing can pierce a shield until the nuke comes. The only problem is, upon doing the tree cutting test, it didn't cut down a single tree, and therefore we have to give it the F tier. The railgun. They called it this because it used to rail the robots right in their HDMI output, but now they call it this because Joel keeps railing it into the fucking dirt. Reduce damage, reduce pin in safe mode. don't you rail my wife next, Joel? Here's what the railguns are gonna look like in 2 more patches. Fuck me sideways, Joel. What will I have left? What do you mean Joel didn't do this to us? That's not his job? Hey, my bad, Joel. Joel is Joel tier, and so is the autoerotic asphyxiation gun. I may have to edge death just to get a payoff, but God gives us softest soldiers the hardest challenge. Nobody's gonna break my super edge stratagem. Ponds. This is the large stratagem right here. I never thought I'd have to fear shallow water, but now here I am waiting for a floaty stratagem. Fat guy from Dune tier. The floaties must float. I'm feeling very generous today. Next, the ballistic shield. Gasoline match, burn it down to the ground. I don't want to talk about it. This was a bigger waste of federal funds than the Air Force's $10,000 super toilet lids. Now, while following stratagems, please stand up. Anything involving a laser, you're immediately getting thrown into the hell tier. This is pure prejudice. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't like lasers. We'll keep the golden shower though. That one is O tiers and one of the good ones. Next, Railcannon strike. The Railcannon strike is like an orbital lobotomy. C tier. Update on the mech. I rescind my round of applause. The IRA hit me with one fucking rocket and the whole thing folded like a Prius that bumped a curb. F tier, as in fucking betrayal, brother. Following that, the mortar. What I love about the mortar is that it's the only good sentry. Instead of having to put this right on the front line where 5 Hulks come to blast it in all holes, the mortar can sit on the back 9 and just go.
Now watch this drive.
Damn! A tier for America. Following that, the Eagle cluster bomb. Now, I wish I didn't look down upon this stratagem for so long because it's actually a dynamite pest controller for VC gaggle fucks. But more importantly, look at how it prunes these trees. Look at how shiny that is. B tier, as in because I can't keep creating new tiers. Now, what confuses me was their decision to add a straight-up lawnmower to the game. But then again, the sheer patriotism of a John Deere will vaporize a commie in 2 seconds. Super Earth tier. I mean, not even a doubt. Let's move onward to the Tesla tower. This thing's like a mosquito zapper for teammates. They can't help themselves. They just keep running straight into it. It has nothing to do with me throwing their respawn on top of it. Nah, nothing. S tier. What a bunch of idiots. Here is the final super tier list for everyone at home. I had to run it by the Ministry of Truth, but don't worry, they just made some minor corrections. It's pretty much the exact same as what we just covered in the video. Oh, did you say that I missed one? You are mistaken. Those stratagems were all secretly fighting for the socialist automatons. They are the enemy, and I will not spread their lies. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to buy each individual freckle and Dragon's Dogma 2. I'll catch you later. Are you super fleek? Yes, sir, I am. Thanks to the Flock of Pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimperers, including our newest pimperer and drafter of the month, Ohio Trucker 1. By the kingdom of pimps, and with my busty nuns as my witness, I officially decree you, Sir Pimperer Ohio Trucker 1. You're a legend, pimp. Alright, I'll be back in a bit.